I have a confession to make. When my son turned 2 and went through this super picky eating phase where he refused to eat anything green, I panicked and I grabbed the first kids vitamin that I saw at Target. Big mistake. Turns out most popular kids vitamins have as much sugar as candy, contain artificial dyes, and aren't even tested for heavy metals. So today, I'm sharing the best multivitamins for kids after testing over 50 brands with my own children. I'll tell you which ones are actually worth buying, which ones to avoid, and whether your child even needs a multivitamin in the first place. So let's get into it. Okay, first things first, do kids even need multivitamins? Here's the honest answer. Probably not, but maybe yes. When I asked my daughter's pediatrician about vitamins, she told me something surprising. She said that most healthy kids eating a reasonably balanced diet get all of their nutrients that they need from food. But, and this is important, a multivitamin can act as nutritional insurance for those days where your child literally only wants to eat goldfish crackers all day. So your child could benefit from a multivitamin if they are extremely picky eaters who refuse entire food groups, don't eat many fruits or vegetables, follow a vegetarian or a vegan diet, have food allergies that limit their diet, have been diagnosed with a nutritional deficiency, or have a medical condition that affects their nutrient absorption. For my kids, because we're fully plant-based, and when they were going through picky phases, I wanted that extra peace of mind. So between the ages of about 2 and 5, I started giving them a multivitamin here and there, and once they turned 5, I just started giving them a multivitamin every day. But here's the thing, I knew I couldn't just grab any vitamin off the shelf, which is what led me down this path of research that I'm about to share with you. So I started testing kids' vitamins, and what I discovered was very surprising. Issue number 1, sugar. Many popular kids' vitamins can have up to 6 or 7 grams of sugar per serving. That's as much as a small cookie. We're supposed to be giving our kids nutrients, not candy disguised as vitamins. Issue number 2, artificial dyes. We're talking red 40, yellow number 6, blue number 2. These synthetic dyes have been linked to hyperactivity in children, but they're still included in so many vitamins. Issue number 3, no third-party testing. The FDA doesn't review supplements before they hit the shelves. So unless a vitamin is third-party testing, you have no idea if it's contaminated with heavy metals. And issue number 4, cheap synthetic vitamins. A lot of brands use the synthetic form of vitamins that just aren't as absorbable by the body, which means that it's basically not doing anything, and you're not really getting your money's worth for the vitamin that you're buying. Which is why, over several months, I went through 50 of the most popular vitamin brands that I could find and tested them with my own kids, as well as looked at their ingredients list and verified their third-party testing status. Here's what I look for. My absolute non-negotiables. Third-party tested, that's USP, NSF, or Clean Label Project certified. No artificial colors or flavors. Less than 4 grams of added sugar per serving, ideally 0 grams, but at least 4 grams or less. And at least 10 essential vitamins and minerals, including methylated B vitamins, which are easier to absorb. My deal breakers, synthetic dyes, high sugar content more than 4 grams, no third-party testing, and if my kids refuse to eat it, then that was definitely a deal breaker as well. I also worked with a team of registered dietitians to make sure that my assessments were on track. Now let me show you which vitamins made the cut. Okay, here are my top 3 multivitamins for kids. My absolute number 1 pick is Haya Vitamins. This is what I give to both of my kids every single day. And here's why I love it. It has 0 added sugar. Unlike most kids' vitamins, Haya has absolutely no added sugar. It's sweetened with monk fruit instead. It also has 15 essential nutrients. It includes 15 vitamins and minerals, including calcium, which is omitted from some gummy vitamins because they can't include calcium because of the nature of the gummy. Additionally, these are chewable tablets, not gummies. They're chewable tablets that dissolve easily and don't stick to your child's teeth. That means they're safe for kids as young as 2 years old. They don't pose a choking hazard like gummies do, and they won't cause cavities. Haya is also third-party tested and Clean Label Purity Project certified, which means that it's been independently tested for heavy metals and contaminants. And finally, my kids actually like it, which is huge. Both my kids ask for Haya every morning. They think it tastes great. It tastes fruity, but not too sweet, and they love the texture. I also appreciate that Haya has a subscription model. and that they're eco-friendly. You get a glass bottle instead of a plastic bottle with your first month box, and then you get refills every month, so you don't have to think about when you need to buy more vitamins. My kids also love decorating their bottles with the stickers that came with their first month box. The only downside is that Haya is not organic. Some of the ingredients that Haya uses are organic, but they are not certified organic. And it contains mannitol as one of the sweeteners along with monk fruit, which some parents might avoid because it's a sugar alcohol. But personally, my kids have never had any issues with it, and so I see no problem with it. And the benefits far outweigh any concerns I might have with Haya. In terms of how much it costs, it's $30 for a 30-day supply, which is about $1 per day. But you can get 50% off your first order if you click my link in the description below. And it's for ages 2 and up, so from toddlers onwards, kids can enjoy this vitamin. All right, so now that I've told you what my favorite vitamin is, I'm going to tell you about 2 other options that are good if you're looking for something a little bit different. So if your child is over 4 and you really want a gummy vitamin for them, Smarty Pants is the best option. What I like about Smarty Pants is that it is USDA organic certified. It includes probiotics and omega-3s. So you're getting gut health support and essential fatty acids in addition to 14 vitamins and minerals. It's also third-party tested and clean label certified. And my kids love the taste. They thought it tasted great when we tested them out. But the downsides for me, which is why I rank Haya above Smarty Pants, is that they contain 4 grams of added sugar per serving, which is right on the border of how much sugar I feel like is too much for vitamins. They are gummies, which means that they stick to teeth and could cause cavities. And you need to take 4 gummies per day for a full serving versus just 1 tablet a day for Haya. So for me, that just felt like way too much. The cost is about the same as Haya. It's about 95 cents to $1 per serving. And obviously, it can only be taken for ages 4 and up. Now, if budget is a concern, my pick for a more budget-friendly option is Zarbee's. It's a pretty solid middle ground option, and you can find it at most stores and online. And my main reason why I pick Zarbee's is that it is affordable. It's only about 49 cents per serving, which is half the cost of Haya or Smarty Pants. Additionally, Zarbee's includes probiotics, and it's naturally sweetened with cane sugar, fruit juice, and honey instead of artificial sweeteners. It's also easy to find, and the total cost is about $16.99 or $17 for a 30-day supply. But the downsides are that it's not organic, it's not vegan because it contains honey, it has 2 grams of added sugar per serving, and it doesn't contain the best forms of B vitamins, so it doesn't contain methylated B vitamins, which again is more ideal. But for the price, I think Zarbee's is a pretty clean option. And it's for ages 2 and up. So those are my top 3 vitamins. Now I have a few other recommendations if you need vitamins for specific circumstances. So I'm going to jump into those right now. So the best vitamin for infants is Wellman's Organic Multivitamin Drops. So this is my top pick for infants because it can be used for babies 2 months and up. It's USDA organic, third-party tested, and free of anything artificial. And it has a mild cherry flavor that most babies tolerate. But before you start any vitamin, just make sure you talk to your pediatrician, especially before you give a vitamin to your infant. Now, if your child is under the age of 2, but older than 12 months, and you're looking for a vitamin to bridge the gap before you start something like Haya or Zarbee's, which can be used for ages 2 and up, my recommendation for the best toddler vitamin for ages 1 to 2 are Mary Ruth's Toddler Multivitamin Drops. These liquid drops are also USDA organic certified, third-party tested, sugar-free, and have an orange vanilla flavor that most toddlers like. They also make a version with iron if your pediatrician recommends it. Now, speaking of iron, if you need a vitamin that contains iron, my recommendation is Raise Them Well. Normally, kids don't need an additional iron supplement, but some children might, especially those on a vegetarian or vegan diet or those who are extremely picky eaters. Or if your child has been diagnosed with low iron. I like Raise Them Well because it contains 20 nutrients, including a gentle form of iron that doesn't cause constipation. When my kids tried it, they had 0 digestive issues. Raise Them Well can be used for kids aged 4 and up. Now, if your kids are especially picky eaters and won't even chew a multivitamin, you can try Renzo's Picky Eater Multi. These are more like melty tabs, which dissolve on your child's tongue with basically 0 effort. So they're perfect for kids who resist taking vitamins. My kids like the taste, and I like that they had 18 essential nutrients and can be used for kids aged 2 and up. And if you're looking for a vegan multivitamin, I still recommend Haya because it is vegan and it is my top pick. And if for whatever reason you can't find Zarbee's and you're looking for another budget-friendly option, I recommend Ollie Multivitamins, which is similar in price point to Zarbee's, and it's third-party tested, and it contains only 1 gram of sugar and nothing artificial. Just keep in mind it's not organic or non-GMO, and it contains gelatin, so it's not vegetarian or vegan. So overall, here are my quick tips for choosing vitamins. Number 1, first, make sure you always talk to your pediatrician before starting any supplement. Number 2, check the price per serving, not the bottle price. Some vitamins require 4 gummies per serving, which makes them more expensive than they might look. And tip number 3, remember chewable tablets are always preferable to gummies. Gummies can't always include calcium or iron, they are sticky and they can contribute to cavities. Tip number 4, look for methylated B vitamins, which are more absorbable than regular B vitamins. And tip number 5, I would recommend a multivitamin over buying single supplements because it's much more cost effective. So before we wrap up, I just want to recap what to avoid in kids' vitamins. First, artificial dyes. No artificial colors and no artificial flavors either while we're at it. Number 2, excessive sugar. Over 4 grams is too much. Number 3, no third-party testing. You want some third-party verification that your vitamins that you're giving your child are free of heavy metals. Number 4, highly processed artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose. You don't want these in your kids' vitamins. And lastly, if your kid is under the age of 4, stick to chewable tablets or liquid vitamins. Avoid gummies because they can be a choking hazard. All right, that's it. So to recap, my top pick for most families is Haya. It has 15 vitamins and minerals, 0 added sugar, is third-party tested, is vegan, gluten-free, allergen-friendly, and my kids love taking it every day. And remember, before you start a vitamin, talk with your pediatrician. And from my perspective, I like multivitamins because they kind of act as nutritional insurance on those days when your kids might not be eating the most balanced meals for the whole day. I've linked all of my top picks in the description below, along with a full blog post where I've detailed out all of these vitamins and included a comparison chart. So if you need a more detailed guide, make sure to check out the description below. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because I post nutrition content like this every week. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments because I respond to every single question I get.